Strong alongside comedian Jerry Steffen. Before we get to weather.
Just testing everything and make sure you can hear me.
I saw an amazing show at the McCallum last night. If you have a minute this weekend to check it out, remember the movie Clue and the board game Clue?
Board game,
Well, it's live on stage at the McCallum, and it was hilarious. The audience was roaring. It was so fun. I mean, probably one of my favorite shows there.
Are they all chess pieces on stage?
It's fascinating the way they did it, and then who done it at the end, and the audience. There's participation. You get to pick who you think
Mustard.
did it.
Guilty.
Colonel Mustard. But it was great. So, and what a lovely evening too.
How long will it be around though?
It's till Sunday. So hopefully you get out this weekend and get a chance to see it.
Well, the weather, we're heating up. We've been talking about this since last week. About 20 degrees above the mark. And we're talking mid-90s here, even upper 90s a possibility. A lot of sunshine today. But when will that break? I'll let you know when.
Have we ever had 90s for February?
Yes.
We have. Okay, so this is not highly unusual.
No.
Okay, but still unusual. Okay. All right, we'll see you shortly. Thanks, Jerry. Our top story this morning, the Riverside County Sheriff's Department is asking for your help in solving a decades-old cold case here in the Valley. On August 11, 2002, deputies responded to a crash near Avenida Mendoza and Calle Durango in La Quinta, where they found 27-year-old Hernan Marquez suffering from gunshot wounds inside his car. Now, he was pronounced dead at the scene then. Investigators say Marquez had just left a nearby house party where an altercation occurred, and he was shot by an unknown suspect. Despite extensive efforts at the time, the case went cold. Now, nearly 20 years later, detectives are re-examining the evidence and are asking for your help to bring justice in this case. If you have any information, you're encouraged to contact the number you see right here at the bottom of your screen. Firefighters from multiple agencies were on the scene of an apartment complex fire in Desert Hot Springs that started last night and went into the early hours of this morning. According to the Riverside County Fire Department, they received a report of the fire off Ocotillo Road at around 11:30 last night. First responders arrived on the scene to find the two-story apartment complex with fire and smoke coming out of the second floor. Now, the Palm Springs Fire Department was called in to assist, and the fire was contained within a couple hours. Luckily, no one was injured, but 12 people, including 6 children, were displaced. Officials say the Red Cross is helping them. A convicted felon has been found guilty in the shooting death of an Indio man after what prosecutors described as a street confrontation tied to a long-standing grudge. After 2 days of deliberations on Wednesday, a jury convicted 39-year-old Hilario Larry Manuela Jr. of second-degree murder in the 2023 death of 36-year-old Marco Ramirez Jr. Jurors also found him guilty of being a felon in possession of a loaded firearm, illegal possession of a gun, and additional sentencing enhancement related to gun use and great bodily injury. Early on February 3rd, 2023, Manuela shot Ramirez twice in the back outside a home on Smurf Street, then fled, leaving Ramirez dead at the scene. A sentencing date has not yet been set. Manuela remains in custody without bail. The man accused of killing 17-year-old teen Tania Tovar made his second appearance in court on Wednesday. Our NBC Palm Springs Alondra Campos was inside the courtroom and has the very latest on the case.
51-year-old Abraham Feinblum, a Salton City man charged with the murder of 17-year-old Tania Tovar, was in court today for his preliminary hearing at the Imperial County Superior Court. According to the formal complaint, Feinblum is accused of personally and intentionally discharging a handgun, causing the death of Tania. But before the hearing could begin, Feinblum's new defense attorney, Melanie Rowe, filed a motion asking the judge to prohibit any recording by media inside the courtroom during the hearing, arguing that the extensive coverage this case has received on air and online could potentially impact her client's right to a fair trial. Judge Monica Lepe Negrete granted that motion along with a 45-day extension, allowing the defense time to review hundreds of pages of discovery, body cam footage, and other evidence in the case. Tania's father was also inside the courtroom, sitting feet away from the man accused of his daughter's murder.
So, I mean, I have the expectations of I know it's going to be a lengthy situation, a lengthy process, so I'm fully aware of that. Obviously, the goal here is to try to get as much evidence as we possibly can, use it against him, and put him away. For obvious reasons, it don't feel good, but I do feel a little bit better that we was able to, get him put in jail, and the Justice Department was able to apprehend him and keep him in jail. So that's what's helping us feel a little better and helping us sleep at night.
When speaking to Melanie Rowe outside of the courtroom, she claimed that Feinblum had his passport on him when he was arrested because he lived in close proximity to a Customs and Border Protection checkpoint. And the Thai currency he had during his arrest was equivalent to $56. Rowe also submitted 2 additional requests to the judge, one to allow electronic devices during attorney visits with Feinblum inside the jail, and another asking the court to prevent the Imperial County Sheriff's Department from confiscating any documents Feinblum may take in or out of the jail. However, both requests were denied, with the judge stating a formal motion from the Imperial County Sheriff's Department would be required before consideration. For NBC Palm Springs, I'm Alondra Campos.
Blowing sand in Palm Springs has closed down North Gene Autry this morning at the wash. The closure went into effect at around 5 o'clock Wednesday night and runs from East Via Escuela to Salvia Road. A reminder that North Indian Canyon Drive that was shut down on Monday still is closed at this time because of flooding. Officials encourage drivers to plan ahead and use alternate routes. Cathedral City is alerting commuters and residents about a citywide traffic signal upgrade project that's starting on March 2nd. LED safety lighting, signal backplates, and retro reflective borders will be installed across 49 intersections starting at Vista Chino and Date Palm Drive before moving south along Date Palm. Work will be done Mondays through Fridays from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and work will be finalized by the time summer rolls in, though no specific date has been mentioned. And while on the topic of road closures, a reminder that the BNP Paribas Open is getting ready to kick off this weekend at the Indian Wells Tennis Garden, starting Sunday, March 1st and running until March 15th. Traffic in the area will be heavy for its 2-week run time. The main congestion will be at the intersection of Washington Street and Highway 111. The gates open daily at 10 in the morning with traffic building up at around 9:30. Things pick up again at around 4:30 in the afternoon when day sessions end and night matches start to begin. Our friends at CV Sync recommend you skip that area entirely on your commute if you can. We're going to take you outside for a live look. This is a look from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Palm Springs. Jerry, hopefully this is shaping up to be another nice day out there.
Well, it's going to be a little toasty, that's for sure, for late February. 67 degrees already above normal. We should be closer to 50 degrees for overnight lows this time of year, but not going to be the case, at least through Sunday. Calm winds at the moment, 52% relative humidity. That'll be around 20% by the middle of the afternoon. 39 degrees up at Big Bear, 64 degrees. 29 Palms, a lot of 60s in the valley, 65 degrees at Coachella, 64 Palm Desert. San Gorgonio past 60s as well, 63 degrees at Banning, almost 70 at Cabazon. We do have high pressure center over the southwest, so mostly clear skies today, maybe a couple small wispy high clouds way up in the troposphere. But as far as radar, nothing happening over the southwest. We're on a dry weather pattern that'll take us into the weekend, thanks to that big blue H. We're looking at 93 to 97, a range of highs, when we should be in the middle 70s. So it's going to be a very warm day today with dew points in the 40s and, like I said, upper teens for relative humidity by the middle of the afternoon. But take a look at the numbers today. 95 degrees for Palm Springs this afternoon. Same for Indio, Cathedral City, La Quinta. 91 Desert Hot Springs, 88 at Cabazon today. Tomorrow, more of the same. Lots of sunshine. Upper 90s, a possibility. 96 degrees on Saturday. How long will these 90s stick around? I have the answer. Full forecast and 7-day on the way.
All right, Jerry, thanks. Well, in a unanimous vote on Tuesday, the Palm Springs Planning Commission approved a permit for the American Reproductive Center's new building. This was after the clinic was a target of a terrorist bombing last year. Our NBC Palm Springs Brett Rosen has the very latest.
Chair Wormick.
Yes. It didn't need all 7 votes for the IVF clinic to receive its approval for a permit to rebuild. Yet all 7 on the Palm Springs Planning Commission answered with a yes.
Thank you. Motion passes.
And this was the rendering that was presented last night. Instead of the clinic's original 4 buildings, it would now be one 2-story building, filled with what the medical director, Dr. Maher Abdallah, says is all the new state-of-the-art equipment.
We're not taking any shortcuts. We're investing into this project and really investing in our success and investing in our patients more than anything else. It's a very, very expensive project, but I think a lot of good is going to come out of this.
The vote on Tuesday coming after over 10 months since the Palm Springs bombing. Since then, the IVF clinic has been running out of the 3rd story at Desert Regional Medical Center. Dr. Abdallah saying last night's vote excites him, as it's just one more step closer to getting in their own building.
It feels like we're at a hotel and we want to go home. That's really what it feels like. We just can't wait till we go back to our original site, and it's going to be, big and very accommodating, and everything about at least the IVF lab will be really perfection.
And even though it was a unanimous vote for the permit to be approved, there were some conditions, like the planning committee asking for the building to have a more modern look. Yet despite the differences in how the committee wanted the building designed, the city's planning director, Christopher Hadwin, says approving the permit to start building is about mending one of the last scars left behind from the bombing that shook Palm Springs to its core.
I think we all wanted to see that site redeveloped and to think about how we get that facility back into our community and integrate it back into our uptown area.
And that was our Brett Rosen reporting. Coming up on your morning news, Dan Rossi with the Palm Springs Animal Shelter is here with an adorable puppy named Juliet. She's been talking to us all morning here in our studios, and I can't wait to introduce you. And a little bit later on, Amazon has officially opened the doors at its new warehouse in Desert Hot Springs. Our NBC Palm Springs' Caitlin Kelly explores the new facility, expected to bring thousands of new jobs to the area. We'll tell you more about that. Let's head back outside. This is a beautiful look at our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. We've had some gorgeous colors on the horizons the last few days. Jerry's going to break down your full 7-day forecast and explain the warm-up straight ahead.
Committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 6.
It's time now for our Pet of the Week with Dan Rossi. He's here from the Palm Springs Animal Shelter with Juliet. Oh, she's such a sweetheart.
Isn't she? Yes.
And what a beautiful color. These gorgeous, she's on your mic here. Hold on just 1 second. There we go. Now we can hear you. You know, you have the most beautiful eyes, Juliet. It's almost like it's like a monochrome thing going on. She's gorgeous. Tell me how you found her.
So she came in as a surrender because the people were living in a place where they weren't allowed to have large dogs. So unfortunately, again, these HOA rules that
is
are out
tough.
there are
we really need
really
to get
tough.
those changed, don't we?
do.
Right?
We do.
I mean, it's too much. Like people should be able to have their pets, right? Obviously train them.
Right.
But the HOAs need to be accommodating.
They need to be a lot more flexible.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So after she came in, she quickly got adopted, but then returned a couple weeks ago because the adopters found that a puppy was just too much work, not what they really bargained for.
I got it.
But again, we try and tell people puppies need a lot of time and attention.
Yes.
But if you do it right, she's super smart. I'm sure, you know, things like potty training will come very easy for her.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you know, and you have tools like learning how to kennel them and
routines. The big thing is routines.
All of that stuff. It's like having a new child, right?
It
takes a lot of time and attention.
It does.
But she's such a sweetheart.
Yeah,
if anyone's looking for this type of dog, what breed do you think she is?
So we think she's a shepherd mix of some sort. So she's going to be a bigger girl when she's fully grown as well. But again, the great thing about having puppies is they bond with you, and you really are their parents.
Yeah.
And they are with you for life.
Right. Even the kitty I adopted from you. I mean, she is like a glue stick. Everywhere I go, I step, there she is. She's like, hi, Mom. What's going on? What are we doing now? So you've got some other friends at the shelter that you want to share with us. Who do we have today?
We have three dogs here.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
This is Zach. Zach is a 4-year-old mixed breed dog. Very, very smart, very attentive. Bonds very quickly with people at the shelter as well.
My dog Shorty looks identical to Zach there, and
I love his 2 colored eyes too.
Oh yes, absolutely. And these dogs, these brindles, are just such beautiful dogs.
Right.
Who else do we have?
So this is Piper. Piper is 9 years old. She's been at the shelter officially 1 year now.
Oh, Piper! Look at what a sweetheart. She knows her commands.
She's been in and out of our foster care system, and she is reported to be just a gem inside the household. Fully potty trained, loves car rides, but we are recommending that she be the queen of the house and be an only dog.
Beautiful dog.
Yeah.
And who else do we have?
So our last one is Rocky.
Oh, cutie.
He's kind of a special needs, 1.5 years old. Rocky is deaf.
Oh,
so
goodness.
Again, we're looking for a doggy parent that will understand sign language and using hand signals with Rocky. Again, given his situation, he bonds extremely close with individuals as well. So he will be right by your side.
There was another deaf dog that was all white that was out of Desert Hot Springs a while ago, and the dog was perfect. It knew all the commands, more well-behaved than my dog or any other dog that I'd ever met. And I'm like, wow, just because they're deaf, it doesn't really mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. You've got a great event coming up at COD. Tell me more about that.
So COD, College of the Desert, in our Palm Desert location, this Saturday, 8 to 2. They're having a street fair, and we'll be there with some dogs that'll be, you know, adoptable.
Fun.
So come on down, check it out. It's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I love that street fair. It's such a fun event, and you can't go wrong. You got some cool puppies there. Are you going to bring this little girl, Juliet?
She does not get adopted over the next couple of days. It's very possibly she'll be there, and she's loving your blanket.
Oh, she really is. She's so darn cute. And then you've got something else coming up that you want to share with us.
Our Desert Wildlife Center has partnered with the Rancho Mirage Library. March 6th and 7th, we have a weekend of short films coming up. Very, very interesting. That Saturday the 7th will be more of a child-focused program. We're going to have a little reptile talk that goes on there. And some films for the whole family to watch.
That is so cool. You know, it's always fun as a parent. I'm always looking for fun things to do with my daughter. So
this is right up the alley for your daughter.
Right. Oh, she will be like, Mom, we're going. Even if it's at 5 in the morning, we'll be there.
Right.
Dan, thank you so much. And
thanks for having us.
Juliet. It's so good to see you. We'll sprinkle a little magic on you for get adopted, hopefully this weekend. Thanks so much, Dan.
Thanks.
We're going to head over to Jerry in the Weather Center for a look at what's ahead in your forecast. Hi, Jerry.
Yeah, time for a little comparison. Right now in Palm Springs, under mostly clear skies, we have 67 degrees. Compare that to northeastern Wisconsin, a city called Leona, a big fat 0 right now. Where would you rather be? Well, you may question that by the middle of the afternoon because middle 90s are on our way for our forecast. But what about next week? Changes are on the way. I'll explain next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts, digital exclusive content, contests, and more. Go to NBCPalmSprings.com. Missed the news yesterday?
Looking at the Agua Caliente Casino Cam. Clear skies above us, plenty of sunshine, and very warm weather over the next few afternoons. We'll have those numbers in just a bit. Yesterday, we did tie a record. 95 degrees in Palm Springs, tied a record set back in 1986, and more 90s today, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. Right now, above normal numbers. We should be closer to 50 degrees for overnight lows. Instead, we're starting out at 66 at Indio, 65 at Palm Springs. Not sure about that 81 at Thousand Palms, but 77 at Desert Hot Springs. Winds very light right now. Teens at best for gusts, but they'll be out of the northeast, but very, very light breezes today. This is a satellite imagery, enhanced satellite, showing you exactly what's going on. It's a very good indication that we have a ridge of high pressure situated over the southwest right now, and it's all rotating in a clockwise fashion, indicating where that high is, and that high ain't going nowhere for the rest of the month of February. It's going to ensure those numbers will be about 20 degrees above normal in some areas, 93 to 97 under lots of sunshine. It's still there Friday, still there on Saturday and Sunday as well. Here's a little piece of information you may not know. The earliest Palm Springs hits triple digits on record is on March 5th. But we're going to be awfully close late February here in the Coachella Valley. Here's the record high temp for the city of Palm Springs for each of these days. So today it's 95 for a high, 99 the record, a little bit out of reach. A little closer on, that should say tomorrow, Friday. But 97 degrees, that'll be the forecast high for Palm Springs on Friday, 99 the record. And then on Saturday, we're expecting to get 96. But that's a little more in reach of breaking that record of 94 degrees. You can see those numbers getting awfully close to 100 degrees. Okay, things change Monday. We'll have a tropical depression move through the area. Winds pick up out of the west, and the numbers come down, but still middle 80s, still about 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. Any rain stays to the north of us with that frontal passage, just the numbers come down a little bit. A lot of middle 80s on Monday afternoon for the Coachella Valley. A little more comfortable. Wind's not an issue today. Tomorrow, Saturday may be breezy, but Sunday into Monday with that tropical pressure approaching us, the winds out of the west will pick up a little bit. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, middle 90s today. Could see some upper 90s Friday, Saturday, middle 90s again on Sunday. A lot of sunshine each of those days. Trough moves through. Monday, the numbers come down to the 80s, a little gusty on Monday, but no rain with that frontal passage, and low to middle 80s through the middle of next week. Hashtag Holiday Calendar and Pop Quiz brought to you by One Coachella Valley. Check out the calendar, see some of the silly holidays that are happening today. My job to pass them on to you. Have a little quiz coming up. You ready? Get your thinking
I'm ready.
cap on?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on? Thursday, February 26, 2026. Hey, it's 2/26s.
Oh,
2
hey,
February
lucky
26,
day.
26. Okay. It's National Chili Day, celebrating the fourth
good.
Thursday in February. Who doesn't like a steaming hot bowl of chili when it's chilly?
That's true.
Not going to be chilly here, though. Maybe the rest of the country can enjoy a big bowl.
And chili
but yeah.
dogs, those are so good.
Spicy. It's got to be
Oh,
spicy.
yes, you like the
Got to be hot and
spice.
spicy. A lot of peppers in there. Also, World Pistachio Day is today. You know that California produces about 300 million pounds of pistachios a year, clearly the most in the United States, and they naturally crack open.
Yeah. Do you like them in the shell or out of the shell?
I think in the shell for the fact that it slows you up in consuming them because I love them so much,
and
right?
it's fun to open them up.
Gives your thumb some exercise.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, National Toast Day is today. It's celebrated on the last Thursday in February. What do you like in your toast?
I like sourdough toast with butter and sometimes a little honey. I've actually been making sourdough bread.
Okay.
It's not that hard, and boy, is it good.
And you slice it up?
Yes.
And you put it in the toaster?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
there you go.
delicious.
Well, I have a couple toast questions today in our pop quiz. Here's the first of two. Yell if you know the answer. What letter do you think it is? Beginning in 1917, this American company began an advertising campaign to inform consumers about their product's manufacturing method. During the early to middle 1900s, which of these items was promoted with the slogan, It's toasted. It's toasted. A, Cheerios breakfast cereal. B, Georgia Pacific lumber. Or C, Lucky Strike cigarettes.
What?
It's toasted.
Okay, Jerry.
That was a big campaign of theirs.
Random. This has none of them have anything to do with each other. It's toasted.
I know.
I'm gonna go.
I made up the other two, but yeah.
With,
I think it is. I think it's Cheerios breakfast cereal. They said it was toasted. Okay.
No.
Control room. You got a lot of C's.
C's?
Do you guys smoke cigarettes?
Uh-oh.
No, but they know it's Lucky Strike cigarettes.
Is
yeah.
it?
Yeah, they said it's toasted.
It's toasted?
Yeah.
That is so
look it up.
crazy.
Okay.
What? I would have never thought.
Second toast-related pop quiz here. In a scene from the 1980 comedy film The Blues Brothers, Jake, played by John Belushi, and Elwood, who is Dan Aykroyd, enter a soul food restaurant owned by Mrs. Murphy. That was Aretha Franklin. Elwood requests white bread toast dry with nothing on it, but what does Jake order? A,
oh goodness,
liver with some fava beans. B, 4 fried chickens and a Coke. Or C, pork chops and applesauce. Control room. Oh, yeah, think about this one.
Goodness.
And an A.
I'm gonna
Okay.
go
Rico says
pork
A.
chops and applesauce.
Okay, all right. No, it's 4 fried chickens and a Coke.
Fried chickens.
That's what he wants.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, this was a tough hashtag.
Oh, this I thought this was really easy.
You did?
Yes.
No, it's not.
Liver with some fava beans, you know that's from, right?
No.
Oh, come on, that's Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
And
It
pork
was just
chops and applesauce is from the Brady Bunch.
the Brady Bunch, that's right.
Here's a toast to you. Back in a bit.
Now, connecting the Valley, this is NBC Palm Springs at 6.
Welcome back on this Thursday morning, February 26th. I'm Mary Strong. Jerry's going to join us from the Weather Center in just a bit with a look at your forecast. But first, your top stories this morning. The Palm Springs City Council approved a new ordinance that will largely ban people from parking cars on public streets to sell them. The rule was passed during Wednesday night's City Council meeting and targets so-called vehicle commercial activity. parking cars in streets or rights of way primarily to sell, rent, or transfer them. Fines range from $100 for the first offense and goes up to $500. There is an exception. You can sell your car if you park within a block from where your car is registered, follow the time limits, and don't create any safety issues. The Palm Springs Black History Committee and the City of Palm Springs want to invite you to the Black History Parade and Town Fair this weekend. On Saturday, there will be a vibrant downtown celebration featuring a lively parade followed by a family-friendly fair with live entertainment, delicious food, local vendors, and community resources. This year marks 39 years of honoring Black history and culture here in the desert, forming not only a tradition, but a lasting legacy. The parade kicks off at 11 a.m., followed by the town fair at noon in downtown Palm Springs. A reminder that the Friends of the Desert Mountains Shoe Drive will be continuing through the end of March. The nonprofit is teaming up with city governments across the valley and local businesses to collect gently used and new shoes for those in need. Everything from sandals to snow boots are welcome as long as they can be worn. The shoes will then be given to funds to ORGS, which will pay Friends of the Desert Mountains back for the donations to be used to help maintain the various educational programs and hiking trails under the organization's care. You can drop off your shoes at 9 locations throughout the Coachella Valley, including the Friends of Desert Mountain office off Highway 74. Yesterday, Amazon held a ribbon-cutting ceremony at their brand-new warehouse in Desert Hot Springs. NBC Palm Springs' Caitlin Kelly was there and takes us inside the new facility, which is expected to bring thousands of new jobs to our area.
A 635,000 square foot operation now up and running in Desert Hot Springs. The new Amazon inbound cross-dock facility acts as a critical entry point for products entering Amazon's distribution network. Instead of storing items long-term, shipments arrive, are scanned, sorted, and quickly reloaded onto outbound trucks headed to fulfillment centers.
We'll get the product, we'll break it down, or we'll build it together and ship it to fulfillment centers, which are like another line of Amazon buildings. What we do here is we ensure the placement gets better. We split the product, send it to multiple FCs so that we lower the cost of last mile delivery, also improving the placement so that we can serve our customers better, but at the same time provide the growth opportunities for the people who work here with us.
Inside, more than 15 miles of conveyor belts keep inventory moving. Large bulk shipments are broken down, consolidated, and routed based on predicted demand, helping optimize where products go before customers ever click buy.
We take pride in growing alongside our neighborhoods. Our plan is to be a good neighbor. When we invest into a fulfillment center or a cross-dock, we invest in the community.
The facility already employs over 1,500 people. At full capacity, that number is expected to top 2,000, with most of those jobs going to Coachella Valley residents. With NBC Palm Springs, I'm Caitlin Kelly.
It's time now for Your Health Today, brought to you by Inland Empire Health Plan. President Donald Trump cut taxes on Social Security benefits, but that loss of revenue is expected to lead to a key Medicare trust fund running dry sooner rather than expected. According to Congressional Budget Office's latest projection, Medicare's Hospital Insurance Trust Fund will run out of money in 2040. That's 12 years earlier than the most recent prior estimate. The trust fund finances Medicare hospital visits, hospice care, short-term nursing care, and other services. Other factors are also weakening the trust fund's finances. CBO projects reduced revenue from payroll taxes because it forecasts workers will earn less. Well, up next, if you're heading to the Riverside County Fair and National Day Festival anytime between now and March 1st, there's one show that's guaranteed to stop you in your tracks. We're going to talk with the folks from Jump, the Ultimate Dog Show, and show you some really cool tricks they're performing for folks out at the Date Festival. But first, let's head outside and take a live look at your Agua Caliente Casino camera in Rancho Mirage. Jerry's going to break down your full forecast for you. That's next.
Checking the Walter Clark 111 cam. A lot of clear skies. Sun is coming up. Temperatures yesterday were warm. Matter of fact, a handful of record high temps were set. That includes Palm Springs. Hit 95 degrees yesterday, tying a record set back in 1986. And we're going to be up there the next few afternoons. We'll close out the month of February with very warm weather. 41 degrees at Big Bear right now. 68 Yucca Valley. 64, 29 Palm. 65 at Palm Springs. I'm still questioning that 81-degree mark right now at Thousand Palms. I just checked the records going back minutes by minute till yesterday evening, and it was around 80 degrees. Yeah, it's kind of stuck in that number. 66 at Indio right now. Okay, as far as weather and winds, really not an issue. They shouldn't be over the next few days, just light and breezy with winds primarily out of the northeast. But looking at the visible satellite here, you can see that enhanced satellite shows where that high pressure center is centered right over us. It's just parked to our southwest. And yeah, you can see it all rotating around that high pressure center in a clockwise fashion. Clear skies for the most part. High pressure with us today, tomorrow, and again on Saturday, even Sunday. We'll throw that in too with 90s for us because of that ridge in the upper levels of our troposphere. Now here's a record you may not know. The earliest Palm Springs ever got a triple-digit temp was on March 5th. And it's going to be close the next couple of days. 95 degrees today. The record 99, a little bit out of reach, but a lot of middle 90s for us in the Coachella Valley this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow, Friday, 97 degrees, the forecast high, 99 the record. And then moving into Saturday, the record is 94 degrees, so it's going to be surpassed easily. And a lot of other records, too. Palm Springs hit 96 that afternoon. Okay, things will change on Monday. We have a trough of low pressure, which will be brave enough to move its way through Southern California. It'll kick up the winds out of the west and temps come down, but still middle 80s for us. Any rain stays well to the north of us. But checking the temps on Monday, we're looking at middle 80s. Again, we should be in the middle 70s, so above normal numbers there. And winds will begin to pick up with the approach of that front on Sunday into Monday. They'll be out of the west. Comfort Air 7-day forecast, middle 90s today. We'll see some upper 90s on Friday and Saturday, back to the middle 90s on Sunday. And again, Monday, the numbers come down slightly.
If you're heading to the Riverside County Fair and National Day Festival anytime between now and March 1st, there's one show that's guaranteed to stop you in your tracks. Dogs flying through the air, soaring over jumps, and catching discs with incredible precision. It's all part of Jump, the ultimate dog show, a high-energy stunt dog performance featuring talented rescue dogs putting on a show the whole family will love. Joining us this morning is the director of Jump, Lou Mack, and your dog, Kip.
That's right. Kip, he's one of the stars, one of 10 that are in the show. Kip is a 6-year-old Queensland Blue Heeler, also known as an Australian cattle dog, one and the same. And he is one of the dogs that does a variety of tricks. All the dogs have been rescued.
Wow.
We've been doing this for almost 40 years.
Incredible.
We're based out of Vegas, but we're at the Riverside County Fair. 3 shows a day. We're back starting it again Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's the last day. We get packed, we get crowds packed every single show. It's a lot of fun. But Kip here does a variety of tricks like handstands, upside down walks, backflips. We have dogs jumping in pools. We actually like to call it the X Games of dog shows.
Oh, that's so cool. And you have a residency in Vegas. You've been doing this in Vegas for a while.
We have, yeah. We have a residency in Vegas. That it's a winter residency that we've been doing for about 10 years now.
Wow,
so,
incredible.
It's a lot of fun, yeah. But we travel all over the world.
How do you pick them in the shelter? Do you go, you'd be a good jumper, let's go.
Well, I wish that it would be easy, yeah. But we take a squeaky toy or a ball into the shelter with us, and we walk through, and we'll stop and say, we have a kind of a certain look that we look for, like a size, a look, and then we'll take the squeaky, and if they show interest. A focus, boom. Wow. They usually have like a little area on the shelters that we could take them out, and do some things with them. And then if that's the case, then they let you take them home for a week or so
and try them
evaluate,
out.
Evaluate, and then if it works, then we'll take them down.
And these Blue Heelers are super smart dogs.
They're super smart dogs. Yeah, super smart dogs. He's a healer. BB was a healer, Border Collie mix, which is even a better mix.
Wow.
But we have a variety of breeds, mixed breeds. We have Whippet, Border Collies. We have Labs. We have Belgian Malinois. which are
Great dogs.
yeah, super smart dogs.
Can we see maybe a couple tricks that Kip can do?
You sure can.
Kip,
Yeah.
do you mind? I know you're so busy with your shows at the Day Festival, and here you are performing again.
Well, let's see if we can do this right here. This is called a handstand.
Okay.
And let me see here. Let's see if we can do this right here. Ready? All right, here, go. Let's go up and stay, up and stay. Ready? Up and stay. Hold it up. Keep up. Hold it up. Keep hold it up. Up.
Wow.
Up. Keep up. Up. Hold it up.
Oh
keep up.
my
Up. Keep up. Keep up.
That's
incredible. Good actually belly scratch right there.
Good job, Kip.
Yeah, he loves the handstand.
Wow.
And there's another trick that I do that I actually I build up. I do a little story where we like to walk through town. I don't know why I get these funny looks. People like they take pictures and everything. That's called upside down walks.
Okay.
Well, I'll go for it. It's called A to B training, but we'll do a upside down walk like this right here. Ready, Kip? Let's go. Let's walk this. Go up, roll it up, walk it up, Kip up, walk it, walk it up. There you go.
Wow, good job, Kip. How do you train a dog to do these things?
Well, everything is repetition.
Good job.
Over and over, and then positive reinforcement as well. But we spend a lot of time training, probably 3 to 4 hours a day.
Wow.
And so
hard worker you are.
It's a lot of fun. We enjoy it.
Where can people find you at the Date Festival?
We're at the let's see, the Riverside County Fair. It's the north side entrance. Gate one. Excuse me, gate one, right. As soon as you walk in, literally 50 feet, you're right there. You can't miss it.
I'm sure the kids love it too.
It's packed. You got to get there early.
Okay.
Because it's packed, but it's a lot of fun. We're having a blast there.
Oh,
we
that's
love
so
it,
great. That's wonderful. And Sunday's the last day.
Sunday is the last day.
So you should check it out to see these wonderful dogs. Lou, thank you for being here. And thanks, Kip, for all your great stunts. We appreciate you bringing joy to us today. Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we'll be right back.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Well, if you love a good whodunit, this one's for you. Clue Live on Stage opened last night at the McCallum Theater. It's a fast-paced comedy based on the classic board game and the iconic 1985 film. It's packed with colorful characters, physical comedy, and clever twists. And in the spirit of the classic detective game, you get to play along and guess who the culprit is. If you solve the case, you win a free drink at the McCallum Theater's bar station. I had the chance to see the show last night. It was absolutely fantastic. If you have time this weekend, you should definitely check it out. For tickets, go to mccallumtheater.org. Show ends on Sunday. The swashbuckling action drama The Bluff is now available to stream on Amazon Prime. Manny the Movie Guy takes us on the high seas adventure.
The bounty I seek is worth more than any gold.
Hi guys!
Hi Manny, how are you?
Manny, hi, how are you? Wonderfully blessed as always, and so are you guys. And a big congrats on The Bluff. A nail-biting and heartfelt swashbuckler. I love it.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
Bloody Mary!
And you're wonderfully fierce here, Miss Priyanka, as former pirate Ercel Bowden, aka Bloody Mary. So when you first saw the script, did that make you immediately want to portray the protective mother, and why?
I think I was in a point in my life where I was already feeling it. Our daughter was just 2 years old, so it was for the first time in my life that I actually understood that feeling that my mother always talked about. My mom used to say, "You'll see when you have a child how it feels," and I did. So that was really my North Star in this movie, and but otherwise it was just such a fun film to do.
No one leaves the soil until I collect my property. Why did you betray me?
And you, Mr. Carl, equally fantastic as Captain Connor. He seeks revenge for a betrayal from years ago. So in your mind, is he the hero of his own story, or does he fully embrace the ruthless villain label?
Yeah, listen, I think, you know, whatever character you're playing, I think it's always very important to know why you're doing what you're doing. And in the case of Connor, I think there's an inherent tragedy about the character.
And a valiant crew that died, bringing her to justice.
The challenge was that, you know, to be able to do all the stunts and, you know, the really intimate choreography, but the camera was always here on the face because it was a dramatic performance as well.
You know, I always say this is a love story with the volume turned up.
I mean, being a woman at that time was hard itself. I cannot imagine what being a buccaneer at that time must have been.
Well said. A big congrats on The Bluff again. Exciting and heartfelt. Good luck on everything, you guys, okay?
Thank you. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm on the edge of my seat already. Well, if you'd like more information on the stories we're airing this morning, you can head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. We've got a newsroom tab there where you can find our stories and community events organized by date. We'll be right back with a recap of your weather and your top local stories.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate. Talking with Thalia. Kai, the Deal Guy. And Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea. And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything.
Well, here's a quick recap of your top local stories. Riverside County Sheriff's Department is asking for your help solving a decades-old cold case in the valley. On August 11, 2002, deputies responded to a crash near Avenida Mendoza and Calle Durango in La Quinta, where they found 27-year-old Hernan Marquez suffering from gunshot wounds inside his car. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators say Marquez had just left a nearby house party where an altercation occurred and he was shot by an unknown suspect. Now, nearly 20 years later, detectives are re-examining the evidence and asking for your help in the case. If you have any information that could help investigators, contact the number you see right here at the bottom of your screen. The Palm Springs City Council approved a new ordinance that will largely ban people from parking vehicles on public streets to sell them. The rule was passed during Wednesday night's City Council meeting and targets parking cars in streets to sell, rent, or transfer. Fines range from $100 for the first offense and goes up to $5. The Amazon inbound crossdock officially opened yesterday. It's a brand new 639,000 square foot facility off 19th Avenue. It's expected to create nearly 2,000 jobs in that region. Caitlin Kelly was there, and she said there's 15 miles of conveyor belt in there.
What?
If you can believe it.
Can we go for rides?
I mean, that is probably to be determined. But wow, that's a lot of conveyor belts.
Yeah.
Big warehouse. So
surfing on them.
It'll be nice to bring some jobs to the area.
Yesterday we had record high temps in a handful of cities. 95 degrees the high yesterday. That tied a record set back in the 80s. Going to be in the mid-90s again today. See that H with the white letters,
Yes.
the blue circle? Yeah, that's what's keeping us well above normal by about 20 degrees above the mark. 95 degrees today in Palm Springs, Indio, La Quinta, Cathedral City, 96 Rancho Mirage. Desert Hot Springs gets 91 today with plenty of sunshine. Friday and Saturday could see some upper 90s. Saturday, some records could be set around the Coachella Valley in Southern California. 80s begin Monday of next week.
Holy Moses. Thanks for watching this morning.